So today I'm going to review this, my Flextail Tiny Pump X. So some stats: it's 5.3 centimeters by 4.3 centimeters, which is 2.1 inches by 1.7 inches, and it weighs 80 grams or 2.82 ounces. Comes with this, which slots onto this little outlet here, and there are multiple different adapters. I've lost all of them because this is the only one I use, and I mainly use this for pumping up sleeping pads. This slots on here, and then you can put the adapters on, and then you've got a button here. Additionally, you press and hold, and it's a little lantern. It has this little metal hook, and I've used this in my tent. Hang it from the ceiling. I've used this for the entirety of the GDMBR, and it didn't let me down once. Oh yeah, different brightness levels. So yeah, long press to turn it on, different brightness levels. So it's tiny, it takes up no space. Blowing up sleeping pads every night is no fun. I learned that on the AT, so I did use this every night on the GDMBR. I really like it, it's a good little thing. I didn't use the torch because I didn't want to run out of battery, but on overnighters and things like that it's perfect. It's a really good little solution. USB rechargeable, which I like. Everything should be USB-C now, I think. I think with the adapters as well, you can get, this one sort of is flexible, so it will work on any of the adapters for sleeping pads. I've never had a problem. As I say, I've lost all the others simply because I just never use them. This is the way to go. So it's a great little pump. I really like it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pump up my X-Therm. It's fully charged, and I'm going to see how many times it'll pump this up. I'm curious myself. So you've got an idea of how long it'll last. So this is a standard size sleeping pad, Thermarest X-Therm. Not the wide or anything like that. So you can see this is the adapter you've got there. Just basically hold it on. I don't think there's a better fitting one for this, but this works. You know, that took 70 seconds, not bad. And that's about as full as I'd want it. It could go a little fuller, but I'm not going to. So there's one. Now I've got to squeeze it all out. Hope you appreciate this. By the way, I love this pad. And I was going to review this, but they've changed it. They've updated it with a different valve. So there's no point, really. Number 2. There's 2. I thought this would be a good idea. I almost hope it underperforms. Let's go for 4. Just died. So I got 12 and a half, and it's about a year old, so that's not bad. It probably would have done more, but 12 is probably enough, isn't it? It doesn't take long to charge either. I don't know how long exactly, but that did really well. I mean, it's more than they claim. They say about 8 full-size mattresses. So yeah, that's very impressive. It's got a 1300 milliampere-hour battery. They say the torch will run on low power setting for 10 hours. I can believe that too. I like it. There's a couple of problems. First of all, the way this attaches on, it only just goes on. I don't know why they've done that. If they'd have made this a little longer, that would have been better. You have to hold it onto the air mattress when you're inflating, and sometimes this pops off. It's a bit frustrating. Aside from that, I've replaced it with a different one, and the reason is this button, it's not protected enough. So it'll be in your pack, in your bag. On the GDMBR, quite often I was riding along and I could hear it. It turned itself on. So that's a downside. Aside from that, I think it's a good idea. Now, I've replaced it with this. This is their new one. And you've got to double press this button here, but it's more recessed. It looks less likely to be triggered accidentally. This is their newest one. It hasn't got the torch or anything. I don't know anything about this, so I'm not gonna review this yet. This I prefer feature-wise, but like I say, this button and the fact that it can turn itself on is a major flaw. Aside from that, it's good. I like it. Price, let's have a look, see what they currently are. $22.99 at the moment. You can't go wrong. I mean, for overnighters and things like that, this is a fantastic little thing. $22.99, yeah, I'd go for it. It's also got a deflate function as well, but I mean, I don't know why you'd use batteries to deflate something. So that's that. Flextail Gear Tiny Pump X. I hope you liked this review. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Once I've used this for a while, I'll review this one as well. Based on this, I have high hopes. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And I shall see you again for the next review. Goodbye.